and welcome to Philip's Thoughts. It's gotten a little bit warmer outside, but it is still winter. There still is some snow on the ground. Can't see a whole lot around here, but there is a lot more in other parts of the yard. What we're going to go over today is pruning. I need to prune these trees. These here are my plum trees, Italian plum, and they get really congested with leaves. Their leaves are pretty big and long, and so far we had some flowering, but we haven't had any fruiting. I'm hoping this will spur them to go ahead and fruit. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of pruning here. And we're also going to prune the apple trees. Apple trees, it's like an every year type of thing. You just got to get out there and take a little bit out. Again, so that it keeps producing, has plenty of airflow throughout to have a nice healthy tree. We want to do this while it's winter, while it's still cold out. Right now we're in the middle of February still. In our area it's still pretty cold, so we're good to go. And basically just going to use two things, little clippers here, and then just a little saw. I'm using just a fine tooth saw because I want to make the cuts as clean as possible. Now for these trees, I'm not going to use this. This will be used on the apple trees, and we're just going to use this here on the plum trees just to kind of help thin out some of these. Now what we want to do is we want to take out some of the shoots that are going more vertical, more straight up and down, and leave the ones that are coming out sideways, because those are supposed to be the ones that fruit more. So that's what we're going to do here. Just going to try to take out some of these, and like where we see some of the limbs rubbing against each other, I want to take those out just so they don't cause damage against itself. And yeah, so let's get pruning here. So again, I'm just going to kind of take some of these out. Like here I've got some that are just kind of going into each other. I just want to go ahead and take those out. And I'm cutting as close as I can to the tree. That looked like it was kind of dead, so this is your time. Clear out some dead wood as well. So here we've got two kind of fighting over. It's going. I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to save these. You can compost these, or like we've got small rabbits and mice and stuff like that. So we can give them just a little treat, something they can chew on. Now here I've got some that are really overlapping, going to end up tearing into each other, so I kind of need to make a decision on who's going to go. I think it's going to be this one here. Cut that out. That way they're not running into each other and again like rubbing off bark and so forth that could lead to more disease. etc. And get rid of some of these smaller little runners coming out. And that's going to help with the airflow going through here. Now, one of the things I'm trying not to do here is to cut back too much, because I don't want to shock the trees. You know, I just want to clean them up a little bit. Like I said earlier, this is something we do every year with the apples, and we'll start doing it every year with these. I let these go for like 3 years or so without any pruning, just so they could kind of go build their deep root system, you know, do what they needed to do to get established quite well. So now we're just going to try to help them out a little bit here, clear out some of the smaller, you know, branches that, you know, just kind of intertwine, cause problems, and so forth. So I think we're done on this one for now. You know, I am letting, you know, some of these shoots go straight up, because like I said, it is a young tree and we are letting it grow. So, oh, now here's something I want to go ahead and get rid of. I say that, and then, because here's one that's coming over and it's obviously digging into the other branch there. So I want to go ahead and clip that off. There we go. All right, let's move on over to the apple trees and we'll get those done. Alrighty, we're over here by the apple trees. As you can see, we've got a lot more snow on the ground. This is over on the north side of our house. And I've got some bigger branches that I need to take care of. These are the ones that are coming up, they're going through, and they're causing a lot of problems. I was hoping I wouldn't have to cut these out, but I'm going to have to, and that's where I'm going to use my bigger saw, as it were. But again, I'm not using a giant saw because I really don't want to cause a whole lot of damage to these guys. So let's get pruning. Okay, so this one here, I think I've let go too long, so I'm going to have to bring out the big guns and use a bigger saw on this guy. One of the things I'm a little concerned about, I'm not sure how well you can see this. Not sure how close I can get that up to where you'll see it. But our apple tree started budding, and this was actually back in December time frame. We were having some wacky weather again, where the temperatures got pretty warm, and I think the trees got fooled. They thought, hey, it's springtime, and they started popping some buds. Now they stopped when it got cold again, but I'm hoping there's no permanent damage on these. We're just gonna have to see what happens for next year. So yeah, kind of crazy. So anyways, just want to go ahead and do this pruning video, kind of give you a heads up. You know, this is when you should be doing it, while it's still cold outside, while you still got a little bit of snow on the ground. And that's just so that as the cuts heal over, you don't need to put anything on them, you just let them go. But they'll heal over before winter, or before spring, hopefully, when all the sap starts going and things start popping out. So you want to get it done now while it's still cold outside, and hopefully we'll have a good apple harvest next year. So we'll see. I am a little worried about the buds, but you know, we'll deal with what we can, and yeah, just keep hoping. So till next time, guys, keep thinking. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, come back for some more, and enjoy.